I swallowed 1 teaspoon of this bright yellow paste, and within seconds, the knot in my calf muscle released like someone cut a tension wire. The pain stopped instantly, the muscle softened, and I went back to sleep without fear of waking up screaming again. I did not stretch for 20 minutes. I did not chug a gallon of water. I did not take a muscle relaxer or a pain pill that leaves you groggy the next morning. What I used was a kitchen staple that costs pennies, yet new research reveals it triggers a specific neural reflex that shuts down cramps faster than any medication on the market. Most seniors are told that leg cramps are just a sign of dehydration or low potassium, but that is only half the story. Science now knows that nighttime cramps are actually a neural glitch, which is a misfiring of the nerves that control muscle contraction. When these nerves get stuck in the on position, your muscle locks up in a violent spasm that refuses to let go. But here is the breakthrough researchers have finally confirmed. You can manually reset this glitch using specific taste receptors in your mouth and throat. When you stimulate these receptors with the right compounds, they send an immediate signal to your spinal cord to relax the cramping muscle, bypassing your digestive system entirely. In this video, we will reveal the 4 kitchen remedies that stop leg cramps instantly, ranked from long-term prevention to the absolute most powerful emergency fix. And stick around because number 1 is the yellow paste that combines 2 separate biological mechanisms to stop pain in seconds and keep inflammation away for good. Before we begin, tell us in the comments your age and where you are watching from. We read every response and want to know who is joining us today. Now, let's get started and be ready because number 4 changes how you think about sugar and minerals forever. Number 4, blackstrap molasses, the electrolyte reservoir. The 4th remedy on our list is a thick, dark syrup that your grandmother probably kept in the back of her pantry, but modern science has revealed it is actually a powerhouse for preventing the mineral deficiencies that lead to chronic cramping. Blackstrap molasses, which is the byproduct of sugarcane processing, is essentially the mineral-dense blood of the plant that gets stripped away to make white sugar. While refined sugar depletes your body of nutrients, blackstrap molasses does the exact opposite by acting as a concentrated electrolyte reservoir. A study published in the journal Clinical Interventions in Aging highlights that elderly individuals are particularly prone to sodium and potassium disturbances due to declining kidney function and the common use of diuretic medications. This creates a dangerous environment where your muscles are constantly on the verge of spasming because they lack the electrical stability that minerals provide. Think of your muscles like a battery-operated device. When the battery is fully charged with electrolytes, the device works smoothly, but when the power runs low, the signal gets glitchy and the device starts malfunctioning. 1 tablespoon of blackstrap molasses delivers a massive dose of potassium, calcium, and magnesium in a bioavailable liquid form that your body can absorb immediately. Magnesium, which is critical for muscle relaxation, acts as a natural calcium blocker that helps your muscle fibers let go after they contract. Without enough magnesium, calcium floods the muscle cell and keeps it locked in a contracted state, which is exactly what happens during a cramp. Most seniors try to fix this with pills, but mineral supplements are often poorly absorbed and can cause digestive distress. Blackstrap molasses provides these minerals in a biological matrix that your body recognizes and utilizes efficiently. To use this as a preventative strategy, you should dissolve 1 teaspoon of blackstrap molasses in a cup of warm water or milk and drink it every single morning. The warmth helps dilate your blood vessels to improve delivery, while the liquid format ensures the minerals hit your bloodstream faster than any tablet. You want to look specifically for unsulfured blackstrap molasses, which has the cleanest taste and the highest mineral content. Consistency is absolutely key here because you are rebuilding your body's mineral reserves over time. After about 2 weeks of daily use, many seniors report a significant reduction in the frequency of their cramps because their baseline electrolyte levels have finally stabilized. This remedy addresses the long game of mineral deficiency, but sometimes you need something that works a little faster. Before we continue, smash that like button and subscribe right now. Don't miss the life-changing tips still ahead. Number 3. Apple cider vinegar, the metabolic stabilizer. The 3rd remedy takes us from mineral replenishment to metabolic signaling, using a liquid that has been a folk remedy for centuries, but is now backed by fascinating neurological research. Apple cider vinegar, which is fermented apple juice containing a compound called acetic acid, acts as a metabolic stabilizer that can prevent the chemical conditions that trigger cramps. Many seniors already use this to manage blood sugar spikes, but its role in muscle health is linked to a mechanism involving acetylcholine. Acetylcholine, which is the primary neurotransmitter responsible for muscle contraction, requires a precise chemical environment to function correctly. When your body becomes too alkaline, or when metabolic waste products build up in your tissues, the signaling between your nerves and muscles can become erratic. The acetic acid in apple cider vinegar helps optimize this environment, ensuring that the signals telling your muscles to contract and relax are clear and distinct. Furthermore, the acetic acid acts on the same acid-sensing ion channels that we will discuss later, providing a mild stimulation that keeps your nervous system alert but not hyperactive. It essentially greases the gears of your neural pathways so that they don't get stuck in the cramp position. To use this effectively, you should mix 1 teaspoon of raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar into a full glass of water and drink it before your evening meal. Diluting it is crucial because the acid is potent enough to irritate your esophagus if taken straight. You can add a little bit of honey if the taste is too sharp, but avoid adding sugar, which would counteract the metabolic benefits. For seniors who suffer from nighttime leg cramps specifically, this evening timing is critical because it stabilizes your system right before you enter the long fasting period of sleep. Some people even keep a pre-mixed glass on their nightstand to sip if they feel that familiar tightening sensation beginning in their calves. Pro tip: you can create a synergy tonic by combining your apple cider vinegar with the blackstrap molasses from No. 4. The acidity of the vinegar actually helps dissolve the minerals in the molasses, making them even easier for your body to absorb. This combination gives you both the metabolic signaling benefits and the raw mineral building blocks in a single glass. While apple cider vinegar is excellent for maintenance, it is still a gentle approach compared to the neural shockwave we are about to unleash. Number 2. Pickle juice, the neural circuit breaker. The second remedy on our list is the one that athletes and trainers have sworn by for decades, and it is scientifically proven to work faster than water, stretching, or anything else you have tried. Pickle juice is not just salty water. It is a powerful neural circuit breaker that stops a cramp in its tracks. For years, people thought pickle juice worked because it replenished electrolytes like sodium, but the math never added up. It takes about 20 to 30 minutes for electrolytes to be digested and enter your bloodstream, yet pickle juice stops cramps in under 85 seconds. A landmark study published in Medicine and Science in Sports and Exercise finally solved this mystery. Researchers found that pickle juice relieves cramps 45% faster than water because it triggers a reflex in the back of your throat. The sharp, sour taste of the acetic acid activates specific receptors called TRP channels, which stands for transient receptor potential channels. When these receptors are hit with the intense flavor of pickle juice, they send an immediate lightning-fast signal up to your brain and down your spinal cord. This signal tells the alpha motor neurons, which are the nerves causing your muscle to spasm, to shut down immediately. It acts exactly like a circuit breaker in your house that trips when the electrical current gets too high. The juice essentially distracts your nervous system, forcing it to drop the cramp signal to deal with the strong sensory input in your mouth. This means you do not even need to swallow a large amount for it to work. The magic happens in the mouth and throat. To use this for emergency relief, you should keep a small jar of strained pickle juice right next to your bed. When a cramp strikes, take a shot of about 1 ounce, which is roughly 2 tablespoons or 6 teaspoons. Swish it around in your mouth for a second to maximize the receptor contact before swallowing. You will likely feel the muscle relax almost instantly, often before the juice even hits your stomach. You do not need to drink the whole jar. A small amount is enough to trigger the reflex. This is perfect for those 3 a.m. emergencies when you are paralyzed with pain and need relief right now. However, while pickle juice is incredible for stopping the pain, it does not address the underlying inflammation that makes your muscles stiff and sore in the first place. That is why our number 1 remedy is superior, because it combines this neural trigger with a potent anti-inflammatory shield. Number 1. Yellow mustard, the golden dual defender. The #1 remedy is the yellow paste I mentioned at the start, and it is the ultimate weapon against senior leg cramps because it attacks the problem from two completely different angles simultaneously. Plain yellow mustard is the unsung hero of your refrigerator, combining the neural power of vinegar with the anti-inflammatory miracle of turmeric. Most people do not realize that the bright yellow color of classic mustard comes from turmeric, a spice rich in a compound called curcumin. This makes yellow mustard a dual defender that provides both instant relief and long-term protection. First, the vinegar content in the mustard triggers the exact same TRP channel reflex as the pickle juice we just discussed. The strong, tangy acid hits the back of your throat and sends that circuit breaker signal to your spinal cord, stopping the cramp in seconds. But here is where mustard takes the lead. The turmeric provides a secondary benefit that addresses the chronic inflammation associated with aging muscles, a condition often called sarcopenia. A 2023 review published in the journal Nutrients confirmed that curcumin upregulation helps prevent muscle degeneration and suppresses the specific genes related to muscle degradation. This means that while the vinegar stops the cramp tonight, the turmeric helps repair the damage and reduce the inflammation that would cause another cramp tomorrow night. Think of it as calling the fire department to put out the fire and then having a construction crew come in to fireproof the building. To use this remedy, you simply need to swallow 1 teaspoon of plain yellow mustard the moment you feel a cramp coming on. You do not need fancy gourmet mustard or spicy brown mustard. The cheap, bright yellow stuff is actually better because it typically has a higher vinegar to sugar ratio and plenty of turmeric for color. Keep a small packet or a squeeze bottle on your nightstand so you do not have to walk to the kitchen on a cramping leg. Let the mustard sit in your mouth for a few seconds to ensure it activates those throat receptors fully before you swallow. The thick consistency of the paste coats your mouth and throat better than a liquid, prolonging the stimulation of the TRP channels. For preventative maintenance, some seniors take a teaspoon every evening before brushing their teeth. This low dose of turmeric builds up in your system over time, constantly lowering your baseline inflammation levels. If you find the taste too intense to take straight, you can mix it into a small amount of warm water, but try to take it undiluted if you can handle it for the maximum neural shock effect. This is the most complete, scientifically sound, and affordable solution for leg cramps available to you. It fixes the neural glitch instantly and heals the muscle tissue over time. Start keeping a bottle by your bed tonight, and you might just find that your nightmares of waking up in pain are over for good. You do not have to accept leg cramps as a normal part of aging. Your body has biological switches that can turn off the pain, and you now have the tools to flip them. Whether you choose the mineral-rich molasses, the metabolic stabilizing vinegar, the neural shock of pickle juice, or the dual power of yellow mustard, you are taking control of your own physiology. Imagine going to bed tonight, knowing that if a cramp strikes, you can end it in seconds. Imagine waking up refreshed because your sleep wasn't interrupted by hours of pain. Start with the yellow mustard tonight and see how your body responds. Now, we want to hear from you. Have you ever tried any of these remedies, and which one works best for you? Share your experiences in the comments below. We love to hear them. Thanks for watching.